Okay, welcome back everyone to another episode of Yoda's Hut. I'm Bill. I go by Yoda Man on the boards, and once again I'm joined by Derek. Hey Derek, how's it going this evening?
Doing pretty good.
Okay, so we've got another game from the Pacific Northwest edition of Yoda's Hut up in Oregon at Rainy Day Games between Derek, who's on the right in this game, against Mitch 2480 from the boards, who's on the left. In this game, Derek is playing a Navy deck with new Meditation and Mastery cards. He's got two Tarkin Doctrine, two Might of the Empire, two Deploy the Fleet, two Inexorable Destruction, that's the new Navy set, one Entrenched Defense, and one Endor Entrapment. And Mitch is playing a variation of a Spark deck that's, sort of similar to the thing he played in the online tournament. He's got Rebel Affiliation, two Planning the Attack, two Forward Reconnaissance, the Jan Orr set, two Spark of Rebellion, two Secret of Yavin 4, and two May the Force Be With You. So looks like we're going to have an interesting matchup here between the Spark stuff and the Navy power decks, Derek, as we get started. So, guess give us a little insight of what you came up with for your dark side deck and what you think of Mitch's light side deck.
I've played a number of versions of Mitch's Spark deck before, and I think I had played this actual deck previously, although I don't remember what I played against it. But I know it plays quite well. With my deck, I mean, the Tarkin and Chimera are pretty standard. Then it's whether you want to run Yularen or Deploy the Fleet, which I'm using Deploy in this version. And then I wanted to try the new pods, and it's what goes with it. And
Right.
the defense platforms are pretty standard. And then the last one, I just went with the Endor Entrapment because that's good in itself. So
Yeah. So it looks like you started with Endor Entrapment, Might of the Empire, and the new Inexorable Destruction, which that's Navy only. And after you reveal one or more Navy Fate cards, you got the Navy Fate cards in that set. In your edge stack, target a participating ready friendly unit. That unit strikes immediately. So you get to strike first even if you didn't win edge. So that's going to be
hmm
pretty useful
it,
there.
it turns you into like a decimator, basically.
Right.
And
And
then the fate card itself is 3 pips, and if it takes away a icon from a rebel or neutral unit, so those two together are pretty brutal.
yeah, and so Mitch started here. It looks like May the Force Be With You, Spark of Rebellion, and is his other
I
set
think that's
that's
forward
Forward
reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance. Yeah.
I remember being really, I was really hesitant about my opening hand, even though it was really powerful. I have a really good opening hand, but I have one of those hands like if I don't draw any units on the next turn, I'm in big trouble.
Gotcha.
Which is why I pitched the new admiral there, but
Screed.
he's
Yeah.
he was one of my few units I had, and I've had those hands where like guy, you get the perfect setup, and then you just need stuff to go with it, and you don't get it.
All right. So you played the
Yeah,
fleet staging area, which is free. Gives you a
yeah, and
resource.
then I got more resources.
Yeah, you got the Death Squadron command for 3, and then you played Tarkin. So yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
So I mean, that's an amazing start, but I'm like, I had no units in my hand at this point, and I have no capital ships or
Yeah.
anything. So I'm like, I got tons of resources next turn, but if I don't draw anything, I know he's very capable of running me over
Yeah,
with
and
that deck.
so you did commit Tarkin to take balance, and he hit a Rebel Tactician with Spark and just discarded one.
hmm
So did you think about double focusing the Death Squadron
No,
resource so you could have not had to use Tarkin to blank potentially?
no, I didn't really think I would need to blank on turn one.
Yeah.
There's nothing really he was going to put out that I would like. If he comes in with Yoda, I wasn't going to be blocking him anyway, probably.
Right. Well, I guess the only reason
So,
I think about it is since he had May the Force be with you of
yeah,
potentially blanking that so he couldn't take Force back.
right. Well,
So,
if it came down to that, if he went with Yoda and he attacked, then yeah, I probably should have. But I think I was more planning on the next turn. I'm going to let him play a unit or two, whatever he's going to do, and I'm hoping I'm going to draw a capital ship or two for the next
Right.
turn here.
So he played a Guardian and he played a Children of the Force, and that just looks like so right for a moment of triumph right now. On his side there, if you happen to draw one, he's gonna.
If I remember right, I think I am holding one.
Well, that would
I think
certainly
that was
be
the
a
other
reason to
thing.
keep
I
it.
was holding that along with Tarkin. Going, yeah, I hope he just plays a whole bunch of little guys on here.
Right.
Oh.
Now, it's been a while since I played Forward Reconnaissance, but that does something like when you have a unit leave play, you do a damage to a defending unit or something like that.
Yeah, when you are the attacker, if
Right.
your unit gets killed, you get to damage a unit that's in combat
Okay.
with you.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I guess you gotta be a little leery about that, about putting Tarkin in line of fire just in case.
Right. So yeah, I don't think it's really worth uh, blocking any of those guys that he's going to send at this point. So
Yeah. I guess you just soak up the tactics and you don't worry about it.
yeah, it's not the end of the world. He's going to get one damage through and take force, or you can send the children, but then that again leaves him with very little to block.
Yeah, but the children do have a blast at least, so you could get two in. But against
Right.
Navy, that's so risky. I mean, although he would know you don't have Yularen at this point if he's paying attention because you played the Death Squadron command resource.
Yeah,
So he doesn't have to worry about Fist and that stuff coming back at him at least.
yeah. Mitch is observant enough. He would know that.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, he'll definitely put two and two together on that.
Yeah.
So, actually, maybe I did block with Tarkin here. I don't remember what he did.
Yeah, well, if you block with Tarkin and win Edge, you're going to kill the Technician, so Tarkin's going to get damaged, but you could keep the Children of the Force from actually being able to do it.
Well, no, he protected to the
Guardian?
to the Guardian there.
I guess
So
he
it looks
wanted
like
to save his tactics, maybe.
He attacked, I blocked, and passed Edge.
And
he just passed, and so I focused the Guardian.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm just surprised you wouldn't have focused the Children of the Force since I had the blast.
I think it was the shield is why I wanted to get rid of the shield.
That makes sense. You kept him from shielding. So,
Yeah.
looks like he's going to commit something. I don't know if he tried to hit Spark on his turn and I just missed it or not. So he committed the Guardian to get the shield. Takes balance.
Yeah, he did it before he drew, remember?
That's right.
That's
yeah.
how he got the Rebel in.
Right.
So, and here's where I'm like, okay, I got 9 resources potentially, I think. Or
And you
8,
know what 2 of them might
9.
be for.
And I'm like, okay, here I want something big. So, I think
Well, you might also want to play Moment of Triumph. I guess you could try to hold off on it, but I think you wipe that board now, get rid of that Protector. So you just got rid of a tactical planning?
Tactical planning. See,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I think I expected him to use that in the Edge,
Uh-huh.
and then I was going to play that and be able to trigger the things to take away that tactics from the Rebel, even
Gotcha.
if he had
Even if he won Edge.
one Edge. Yeah. And then I still would have got to strike first, even with him winning Edge. So.
Counting resources, you got a bunch.
Yeah, if I remember right, I was hoping for something big, and I did get something big.
Yeah.
I think.
Like Chimera, like a Death Squadron Star Destroyer.
I think it's a Star Destroyer. I don't remember. I think I remember having like 9 resources here, and I think I drew like 9 resources worth of stuff to play. I don't remember for sure. Oh, Admiral's orders.
Oh, even better. So that reduces the cost of the next capital ship you play by 2. So Death Squadron Star Destroyer for 4. And it's elite thanks to Might of the Empire right now.
Yes, it is. 3 more.
Great.
And there's a Gladiator to go with it.
That's not bad. And you still got 2 left for that Moment of Triumph, right?
Yep.
There it is. And that's where
One
Mitch
thing I
probably.
didn't realize until later, because Mitch's previous version of that deck, where he had Dodonna and the Guardians had 4 twists in it,
Right.
having Jan Ors in there, now he's got 6.
Yeah, that's a lot of twists.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it until later in the game. I think we were talking about it partway
Yeah.
through the game, but yeah, he has like so many twists.
So you're sending a Gladiator and a Death Squadron Star Destroyer after.
Yeah, I think I just wanted to get rid of Spark.
Yeah.
So
Makes
I think
sense. Because
I
he
think I
just
said
hit
the
with
wrong
it.
theory.
He just
Yeah.
hit with that Intel guy from Janor sets. Now what I'm trying to remember what he does. He does like if he leaves,
When he leaves play,
you
you
draw a
get to draw
card.
a card.
Yeah.
So yeah, doesn't matter where he goes. It's just when he leaves play.
He's probably getting ready to leave play if he blocks with him.
Sounds true, but I don't. Yeah, he didn't block with him.
Yeah, so
Looks
dial's
which
going to
kind
go
of
up to
surprised me.
3 because you blew up 1.
Yeah.
And you still got Tarkin back on defense if you need it.
Yeah.
You blew up an objective so he gets to take 1 off Death Squadron Star Command.
Yep. I think I forgot to put the tactics on the little guy, but it doesn't matter. He
Yeah, you
would
would just freed him up. And he
Then
just looked up
there's
Secret
Gavin.
Yavin 4. It's probably not what you wanted to see.
Yeah, well, considering forward reconnaissance, I think only has 4 health also. So
Yeah, that's true.
nice to take that out. With the Star Destroyer on the next turn. There's the massive.
The Temple War Room, the elite resource, so that's not bad for him.
Yeah.
And there's Yoda. Yoda's usually pretty good.
Usually, yeah, I've heard he's a good unit.
He's got 3 guns. He could kill Tarkin right now.
Yeah, I'm not foreseeing Tarkin getting in the way unless I got another tactical planning.
Yeah, except that only works on Rebel or neutral units, right? So it wouldn't work on Yoda.
But it would still allow me to strike first.
Oh, that's true. So you could
Because
focus
the objective,
them.
so
Yeah,
I can focus Yoda.
right. That's true.
Yeah, having that objective out with a unit that has black tactics is really good.
Yeah, it seems like that might be a good thing to try to put in with Thrawn too.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you have promotion out somewhere that you can throw somebody in and
Yeah,
then
it's
use
not
it.
bad in a promotion deck anyway.
Yeah.
Except that the units in it are not ones that are targets for promotion.
Right.
So yeah, it looks like he's coming in with Yoda, which makes sense because he's got May the Force.
Yep. So I think you got to let this go unless you've got the tactical planning. And even then, you got to worry about. Well,
Yeah.
you said you didn't remember he had 6 twists, but you might be thinking he has 4. So.
Yeah. That looks like I'm blocking.
Now
so.
you've got 2. So. Twist. Hey, you both twisted. Okay.
Twist.
Problem is he might have the rest of his hand might all be twists.
Yeah, I have 1 card in hand at this point. I think he's got 2, but I can't tell.
I don't know. He played Yoda and he played the War Room. He probably has a bunch, doesn't he?
Oh, maybe he does. I'm just looking here. Now he's thinking about tactical planning.
What's that objective goo again? The new cards, they always make you read them.
Well, you saw me discard 1 earlier, but I hadn't had to deal with
Yeah, so you have 4 of them.
Yeah.
Because I really don't think you want Tarkin to die, so I gotta think you have some trick up your sleeve if you're bothering to put Tarkin in the way.
That would be the general
The question is, does he have another twist?
I think he's trying to figure out what I could be doing or what happens if he loses anyway. So.
Yeah, see, I gotta think here. He's gonna let you strike.
Yeah, he didn't want to play his cards, I guess.
Yeah.
So he just let me focus Yoda.
And he's gonna send the other guy in, get a cheap damage on something, on Endor entrapment. And I would assume he'll commit Yoda.
That would be my guess.
Well, to me, and I guess Mitch could just be slow playing it, trying to get Yoda on the defense here, but to me, that, as the dial goes to 4, that's a sure sign that he probably didn't have another twist. Because you only have 1 card left. If you got a twist, you play the twist.
Yeah, yeah, because if he had the twist, then Tarkin's dead.
Right,
So yeah, it's just a matter of what my other card was.
right.
Maybe he was anticipating, thinking that I did have tactical planning. Uh, Otherwise, why would I have done that? So,
But you could have been bluffing.
mhm. I think I do have it, but I don't
Okay.
remember.
There's a control room. More
Yeah,
resources.
I think that's what it was. Was I had a twist, I had a tactical planning, and that was my whole plan there.
Which is
So,
just even crazier with the gladiators because you
yeah,
could,
no kidding.
with the gladiator and inexorable destruction out, you can just throw tactical planning in there
Uh huh.
as you know it's not going to be twisted away and
Yep.
strike first.
Yep. And it's a 3 pip card too.
Yeah. And there is that the
There's a
Nebulan B-2 frigate. It's got a black tactics, black gun, and after he's focused to strike, it gains one edge-enabled combat icon from another participating unit
hmm
till the end of the strike. So,
Yeah, that's another good guy to have with your tactical planning to be able to strike first and put the black tactics out there.
yeah,
I think we were talking here. I'm like, just the wording on the cards. I'm like, okay, it says you gain an edge enabled icon. Okay, but who wins the edge? So if I take your icon, but you lost edge, do I get it? Or if I lost edge and you had the icon, but then I take it, then it no longer counts. And
right. Yeah, that's a little
just
tricky there.
the weird way that I could see somebody interpreting it. Oh,
Yeah, I hadn't looked at that card that closely yet since the sets just came out, and I really haven't had a chance to play the card yet. So it's nice to see
yeah.
him in action that you and Mitch got to play
hmm
when the cards dropped here. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you could just take Yoda out probably if you want to.
Well, I still got all this huge blast over there, so
Yeah.
and that's probably what he's thinking. He's got to take care of that Star Destroyer that's gonna just keep wrecking him over and over again here.
Yep. And I think he's only got 4 guns with Yoda. I think you,
Yeah, and Star Destroyer has a shield too
right.
potentially.
It's 5 health and a shield. He can't really do much. Oh, you're sending them all in, except for
Yeah,
Tarkin.
I think I went for Yavin. I think I actually mistakenly here. I was thinking I had enough blast to take out Yavin in one shot, and I'm actually one short here.
Right. You're one short because there's no edge enabled blast
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, I was thinking there was a blast on that new unit for some reason, but it's
Gotcha.
not. It's a gun and a tactics. So, but yeah, that's why I did it the way I did it.
And he had a
And
seeds, and you had your other twist. That's
was that my twist? Yeah.
what
Yep.
he
Yeah,
was thinking too.
I remember him grumbling about that, saying that I had gotten them both already.
Yeah. Well, it happened. So you're passing with edge one again.
hmm
I
It's
think
so aggravating to deal with that.
I think Yoda's in trouble here.
Yeah, unless he's got some trick, he's got to win this edge, or I'm going to kill Yoda.
I think he's just conceding edge and must not want to pitch his other cards.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
yeah,
think here's where I'm like, oh crap, I miscounted. I'm
right.
off by one.
But you could get an extra tactics from the gladiator.
Yep. Yeah, I think I forgot that I can use his icon.
It's not like you needed the extra tactics, but
Yeah, it just would have been on the other little guy. But yeah, no, I spaced that.
you're definitely
I
being
was
aggressive here.
I was thinking that it had to come from like a defending unit, not necessarily one of your own units.
Right. It just says, yeah, it just says participating when I just looked at the card again. So
Right. So yeah, I think I'd misread it the first time and then never went back and double checked it.
it's just in. Navy's still good, and it just got another good set. And there is the safe house, the force resource.
hmm Yeah, he's got good resources in that deck.
Yeah. And 6 twists, as you said, mentioned.
Yeah. One thing, he doesn't have a lot of heavy hitters. I'm noticing. He's got Dodonna, he's got Yoda. Jan Ors can potentially double swing, but only has 2 health. So if you
Yeah.
don't have Guardians, um,
There's Dodonna.
I remember that guy.
And if he uses Secret Yavin 4, he can get a card draw here. He's got another Guardian. That's going to help.
Yeah,
Draw a
there's a
card with
card.
Dodonna. Since he used a Yavin 4 resource.
Yep.
Well, you've only got Tarkin back, and the only thing you can blank is with Tarkin, so
Mhm.
I think he's going to get another free swing.
Yeah, probably.
Well, yeah, because if he sends the Donna and the Guardian in, Tarkin's tactics don't really matter because he can shield the Donna.
Well, it depends on if I've got. It's still a matter of do I have tactical planning because I can remove icons from Dodonna,
True,
and I would get to go first and use the tactics.
right, but he could shield the Donna, so your tactic
Right.
he'd still get the blast off.
Right.
So have to see what happens here. If you're gonna,
Mhm.
if you're gonna attack something, he's gonna block. Or are you gonna end up blocking? You're gonna just let it go.
I'm
You've
trying to
used both of
remember.
your twists, and
Yeah.
he should still have some twists here.
Yeah, I
So,
think he's used 1 or 2. I can't remember exactly how many he's used. So
I think he's only used one actually.
yeah, I think he's used one, and it was at the same time when I twisted, so it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Um, I think it was this turn here is when I realized that he actually had 6 in his deck and not 4, and it kind of scared me.
Yeah, I
when
mean, it's hard enough to play around four twists. I mean, trying to deal with six
Mhm.
twists is just kind of crazy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because if I remember right, he attacked here, and I blocked, and I'm sitting there trying to decide whether or not to play for the twist and
Right.
what to put in the edge and what not to,
Yeah.
and what to gamble would be. So,
So,
because he's still got May the Force to wake Dodonna back up
right.
too, so he puts a shield on him there.
Yeah, he's rethinking this here.
Yeah,
I think he's in trouble, though.
I think what he really wants to do is get rid of Might of the Empire and put a token on the Star Destroyer
Right,
to
right,
slow me down. That's what he's probably trying to figure out how to do.
right. But you should be able to prevent that from happening unless he's got a target that I'm forgetting would be in his deck. Because you can put Tarkin in the way, and Tarkin is not going to die here.
Hmm.
Well, I guess if he had a heat, then that would you could take out Tarkin. That seems unlikely.
I don't think he's. I'm trying to think what else is in his deck besides the this. I mean, he's got Twist in six of the 10. He's got Seeds with Yoda. What's the last one? What am I forgetting? Spark has targets.
Yeah,
That's right.
Spark. That's true. Spark has target. So if he has a target from Spark, then he could take out Might of the Empire.
Right.
But if you have tactical planning, you could take away Donana's tactics, like you said,
Yeah.
assuming he doesn't have six twists, another in his hand right now, or
Right.
five since he's already played one.
Yeah. Well, he's got 4 cards left. That means there's at least one Twist still in his deck.
Yeah, that's true.
The other 4 could be in his hand.
And if he's got four twists, he's not going to win Edge
That's
because
true.
he wouldn't have any icons.
No.
So, yeah, I gotta think you try to take out Might, like you said. Yeah, so he's gonna send the Guardian to Donna after Might, I would assume, and he's shielding to
I
Donna.
think so, yeah.
This is gonna
Yeah,
sort of force you to block.
Yeah, he's shielding Dodonna because of the tactics. He wants to make sure that I can't stop him.
Yeah. I think if he's going after Might, you got to block here.
Yeah, and I think that this is where I was. I'm pretty sure I block here, but this is where I was going. God, I've got like a bunch of pips in my hand, and I'm like, oh, he plays a bunch of cards, and I'm like, oh, what are you twisting me? What do you got? Because I think I had 3 cards, but I have like 8 pips between them.
Uh-uh.
So,
No, he didn't twist you. You did have tactical planning, though.
yeah.
Which means you're going to get strike
So,
first. He had a target. That's
yeah, so he
not
did
good.
get the target. So now he's got the damage to blow it up, but I do get to swing first, even though I lost
Well, you could
edge.
actually take one of his blast, and he won't blow it up.
Well, it's not like Echo Caverns. I think I gain it, but he doesn't lose it.
No, it's
With that,
no.
the other guy. No, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
so
a,
I think what you're saying is here, that's what I was gonna do, is take the blast, and I think I reconsidered and decided, you know what, if I take the tactics, he doesn't get to stop the destroyer number 1,
right.
and it also frees up my Death Squadron thing when an objective leaves play, and now I can blank May the Force be with
Oh,
you.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, so you're gonna
So
let him
I think,
keep the
yeah,
blast.
I was gonna let him do the tactics and save the objective, and I think I ultimately here decided to let the objective go because I could lock his board.
Right. So you can actually, you're still gonna get to strike first with inexorable destruction being out since you played tactical planning.
Right.
So you can't stop to Donna. You could get rid of the shield if you wanted to try to focus him, or you can just focus the guardian to keep getting shot. Looks like
Yeah,
that's what you
I
did.
did to prevent the damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Now he
Um,
might triple focus Tarkin now, but I'm not sure that's going to matter.
no, because I took the tactics from him. I let him keep his
Oh,
blast
you took the tactics,
guns.
not the blast. Okay.
Yeah, so I let him hit Tarkin for 1 and blow up the objective, but that
And
clears that off, and then now I can blank me the Force,
yep. So
and
he's
that which means he will not take Force. The dial will go to 6, and now I
right.
can win if I can blow up all 3
All
objectives.
right. So yep, there you go. Using Tarkin to blank. May the Force be with you. That looked like
So now,
a nice flip
yeah,
there by Mitch to get rid of that Force card. Like, up, guess not. So
yeah, because
Dow
now if
goes
you
to
look
6.
we look at the table now, the new unit, whatever it's called, I forget, that can take out Secret.
Yep.
The Star Destroyer can take out the one below. So if I can draw one more big unit, I should be able to do it.
Or if you can just draw a happy alligator, you only need to get 2 of them because you've already blown up 1. So if you drew Empire Strikes Back, it's over. You don't even need anything else.
Yeah, I think this is where Mitch pointed out before I was even looking at my hand. He's like, "Hey, if you draw another Star Destroyer, it's just over." Because this, you get as which I
Right.
did. I had
Yep, there
that,
you
and I
are.
think I
Yeah.
have even more than that.
You
So
got,
yeah,
yeah, that's a
so
lot of stuff
he
there.
was scooping there because I drew a bunch of big explosives.
Yeah, so Navy Star Destroyer is doing well there against the Spark deck. Just moment of triumph that you played early, I think definitely just
Yeah, that was
completely
quite
changed the
useful.
complexion of that game. There was just nothing he could do to come back from that. I mean, he had a decent start, but you did that, then you took out Spark to keep him from cheating units in, and
Yeah,
you're
it
in good
was. I mean,
shape.
the units he had out there weren't. It was a tactician, a guardian, and a sister or whatever,
Right.
the children of the Force. So, I mean, the Guardian was the only really important one out of those. Because I think I probably could have killed the Tactician at some point if I had to.
Right.
But getting rid of the Spark was the important thing, because that's how that deck just starts spitting out units.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. All right, well, so you got any final thoughts besides that before we wrap it up for this episode?
No, I think it. I mean, I was pretty happy with the way the deck played, and I do really like that tactical planning fate card, especially with the objective out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, having your guys being able to function like the decimators, where they just auto strike. Again, whether it's attack or defense, doing it to a unit with tactics is pretty useful.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good there. So it's good to see that in
and
action.
yeah, and like you said, it pairs really good with the gladiators as well.
Yeah, it definitely does after watching play. I said I haven't really had a chance to think as much about these cards as I should have because I've been so busy the last couple weeks. But even though they had previewed some of them. So it's nice
Hmm.
to see them in action. I said thanks to you and Mitch again for recording some games and rainy day games out there in Beaverton, Oregon for letting you guys do it. So, all right, well, thanks for joining me for commentary too, Derek. Appreciate it as always.
Yep, anytime.